bottom is normally the story that comes in. Sometimes you laugh, sometimes you cry, sometimes you just remember some good shit. Welcome to the Bottom of the Bottom podcast.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, good people? As my brother would say, we have some technical difficulties, so he's gonna try to pop in a little later. So we got Steve Cherokee Young, coming back again, gracing the brothers of BOTB. How you doing, Steve?
Oh, I'm doing good, doing lovely, man. Big things happening, man. Same for y'all.
I appreciate you. Networking with us as always. People don't see what we be sharing each other and supporting each other offline. So I definitely appreciate that. We gonna get into first call. So
Yes, sir.
first call, like I said, my brother threw me off with not being on this one. But first call, we gonna go Capri Sun Kool-Aid.
I've been on the Kool-Aid lately. They had a good deal at Sam's Club.
Which one you got? Which one you got?
They got the triple packs. You get the 3 flavors: the grape, the strawberry, and I think it's I forget the other one. I think it's a tropical punch.
Okay. Would you rather have an audio book or read the book?
Rather read the book.
I ain't no reader. I done said that many times. I ain't no reader. I'd rather listen to it or watch it on TV. I need all the visuals, the brain stimulating visuals.
Just bought a new one today.
What's that called?
Oh, this right here. It's up. All you need to know about the music business. So get my education up. Like I said, a little thick one, but you got to get that education on.
All right, beyond the music. If you take this, or when you take this further, would you rather have a movie or a TV series?
TV series.
Okay. Would you rather have your own cartoon or your own comic book?
I'm gonna go comic book. Comic book's still pretty big, whether people realize it or not.
Yeah, they got a. I saw there's a black. It's a black group of guys that come together. I can't remember the name of it, so don't quote me on it. But they're endorsing and promoting black comics, writers, drawers, and everything. And they're trying to form something, which is rather dope. I got a partner. He does his group is his is the animated brand. We're usually wearing the hat. I ain't got the hat on today. I thought I had it on, but he has all Japanese drawers. But he's trying to move on to having cartoons also. So that's pretty dope.
Oh yeah.
Would you rather go ice skating or skiing?
Never been ice skating, but I did learn to ski when my dad was stationed in Germany for my physical education class. They taught us to ski. Had fun.
Yeah. We was in Germany too. I ain't ski. I was too young to be skiing.
I was. They let us do it, but it was fun.
All right. Something real dope. People don't get credit for. Would you rather be a firefighter or a teacher? Neither one of those get credit.
I'm gonna say a teacher. You can actually touch more lives as a teacher than as a firefighter. And that's what I'm about, trying to reach out, touch lives. Firefighters do a lot of things, but they don't have the opportunity to touch as many lives as the teacher does.
All right. I'm trying to go through 10 since my brother in here. Which one you had first? Because everybody got them. That scar on your knee or that scar on your elbow? Which one you got first?
Scar on my knee.
I think everybody had that one. I think everybody got a score behind that one.
Oh yeah, roller skating in Panama.
Oh wow, you kind of adventurous. That's pretty dope.
Oh, that was as a kid. I was 5 years old. My dad was stationed there when Fort Clayton was still open, and my little brother put a piece of cardboard out in front of me, and I tried to skate through it, and boom, that was it.
that sounded like that was it. Would you rather have? Oh, this is dope. Would you rather have your own cruise line or your own tour bus line? Like the tour bus people rent out tour buses and tour. That's dope.
Wow.
Yeah.
These times right now, neither one of them pretty good. Neither one of them kind of good right now. But if I was to do it, if the cruise industry get back, I'd rather have a cruise line.
All right. So number 9, I think it's number 9. Who would you want your wife to do a duet with?
Oh wow. Right now, I'm going to say either her or Janae Aiko.
Somebody made a dope. They said a dope comment. They said if you close your eyes, a lot of these singers sound the same, so they don't believe her can really sing. It's not a real singer.
Watch her performances.
It was Trick Daddy. They were asking Trick Daddy about singing because you made the whole Beyonce comment.
Yeah, he said Beyonce can't sing.
Yeah, but he said there was more to it. They just used that clip. But he was just like, he said a lot of the singers nowadays sound alike. He was like even like her. If you close your eyes, people like her and some other singers sound alike. Like you wouldn't be able to distinguish from like a Patti LaBelle and Aretha Franklin. Like you can distinguish those voices. That's basically kind of what he was saying.
You don't have the unique voices like you did there. I mean, the one unique voice that really stands out nowadays, really, she hasn't done nothing in a while, is Fantasia. Fantasia when you hear Fantasia.
Yeah, I always say, man, if I ever die, I want her to sing at my funeral so I can come back to life. All right, my last one, and this is somebody from the comments section. Would you rather have a permanent orange Cheeto fingertips for life, or always feel like you got a popcorn kernel in your throat?
Yeah, I read that on the screen, man. Wow. Oh man, I'm gonna have to say permanent orange Cheeto fingertips for life, man. Hey, my wife got the song Green Light. I guess I'll make something for the orange.
Yeah. I don't know. You just can't touch nothing with them Cheetos, man. My daughter, she loved them joints, and she just be everywhere, and I just be looking at her fingers. I'd be like, man, I know you about to touch something. But
yeah, at the same time, can't be a criminal. They don't even need fingerprints.
But I love popcorn, but I hate the part of them just getting stuck in my tooth, man.
Yeah. So just imagine that in your throat.
Yeah. So that was first call. I appreciate that, man.
No problem.
Appreciate that. So give me one quick second. And I'm sorry, I hate to do this.
Oh, you good, bro? Yeah, I'm sitting there. He got a quick set. I'm gonna take a sip. Hopefully, y'all tuning in and enjoying yourselves out there.
Yeah, my bad. I kicked the bottle.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Can't have no alcohol abuse.
I can't. Yeah, I ain't gonna have no alcohol abuse. Yeah, I'm respecting. I kept what I had in my glass, but kicked the bottle. But so we were talking backstage. Let's get started. So, what is best in the solar system up to as of right now?
Like I was telling you, man, what ain't best in the solar system as group up to right now? We got a lot going on, man. We got artists with album releases. We performing summer everywhere right now. The comics are out there doing comedy shows. Man, we got everything, man. I just teamed up. Best in the Soul System is going to be teaming up with the Kings Pavilion. We're going to be hosting our first event here in Columbia, South Carolina. It's going to be an indie artist networking event. We're going to be doing that every first and second Saturday in the near future, hopefully within the next month. Working on getting TV set up where you start seeing us on TV, videos, shows like Tito Gonzalez's Situations, Skip to the Groove. I mean, we dabbling in some of everything right now. I go to my regular job, come home, do a little personal stuff, and then I'm at the job that I really love and get to work with best in the solar system.
Let's talk about that because we kind of in the same boat. Let people know how hard it is to do what you do and have a regular life. Because I feel the pressure some days doing this. Like this is 24/7. 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock
Right.
in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock. I think I've sent you a message at 8 o'clock. I was
Yeah.
already at work. Sent you a message at 8 o'clock. You told me you get off at a certain time. I get off at a certain time, but we've spoken like we're grinding throughout the whole day trying to produce something. So how hard is it doing what you're doing and still have your personal life?
Oh yeah. For me, first of all, it's hard because I work at a prison, so I can't even take my phone inside. So basically, I'm cut off from everything except for the wife.
Yeah.
Being able to call me and everything until I get off. Once I get off, I turn my phone on and it's just boom, 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 boom. It's like, okay, so I'm in my car. I'm a minute. I'm bad. Texting, driving, looking at my phone. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up and get to where I'm at. So by the time I get to the house, I have that part knocked out, so I can take care of a few personal things, talk to the wife, talk to the kids, make some phone call, pay bill, whatever I need to do, and then I'm on my solar system grind, which actually never stops. Like you said, what you do is 24/7. Same with me. I mean, my mind's constantly going. I go to bed thinking solar system, wake up thinking solar system, go through my day thinking solar system. So, I mean, it's more about having the discipline. Like when I was going to college, working on my master's degree, even my bachelor's, I went to school online. You got to have discipline to go to school online. Not only did I do it, I made the dean's list, everything, graduated 3.5. I mean, it's all about that dedication and putting it in there and realizing everything you put in, there is an end goal and it's going to pay off on there. Like I say a lot now, you've seen it quite a few times. You got to know you're going to operate in the black for some time before you see that red. I apply that to everything in life. Even, I mean, not even just money, just everything in life. So I know my tank is on empty and I'm still pushing before I even get to the gas station to fill back up. I'm still trying to get stuff done. You just gotta have that mentality and be able to grind.
Yeah, I think that's the hardest part. And there's a lot of dedication, consistency that's in the comment section. I think that's like the biggest thing that's universal across anybody is the dedication and consistency. But when you're trying to put out a product, a service, or
Right.
anything like that, it just feels like I'm not gonna say you got to take that phone call in the car. I'm not gonna say you got to answer that text message, but you don't know what that message is. You don't know what's behind that message. So it's like
Exactly.
you got to be on it. And sometimes I be on myself if I don't respond fast enough. Like if somebody send me an email or a text message, I'm like, damn, it's been about 20 minutes, or damn, it's been about 2 hours. But I still got a regular life that I'm trying to, I got to make sure that's straight first.
Exactly. Because if that's not right, nothing else is going to function. Because I mean, you always going to have that, and no matter how much you try to push on with the fun stuff that you really want to do, that family life is going to come in play, and it's going to pull you away from it, no matter what.
Yeah, and people don't see what you're trying to do. So, what's the difference between best in the solar system the first time you was on here and best in the solar system now?
The growth, definitely the growth. Teamed up with a group, thought it was going to be a great opportunity. Turned out it wasn't what it was all cracked up to be. I don't know if it was me. I mean, claim I wasn't a fit. I think it was more so them because I was moving a certain direction and asking the right questions and didn't work out. It is what it is. I still wish them the best. I hope they work it out. But had to let that go. Also dropped my bike club. I'm no longer part of my bike club. I mean, what I'm doing with best in the solar system, and then when you want to talk to me any kind of way, and this is a hobby.
Yeah.
I'm a grown man, dog. You're not gonna do that. So I was like, is this bringing any value to my life? And when I look at the principles of what that was supposed to stand on, it wasn't happening. So I was like, you know what? Let me cut this dead weight. I'm tired of pulling it. I mean, I got enough weight on me as it is. I don't need no extra weight. So I mean, with that, and then teaming up with a lot of different things. The King's Pavilion, as I mentioned before, Emily Barr. Teaming up with her, we got a lot of things coming down the pipeline. I picked up another comedian that's part of the team, Dirty D, Dion Cole. If y'all know him, he love you, but he gonna talk about you. We got stuff. He actually picked up a show he does every other Sunday at Jules. It's a new bar on Broad River. So it was like between having to get to all those places and do what I'm doing, because I'm also working on becoming part of a TV channel. Working on a podcast myself. I just got to put together and figure out how I'm gonna formulate it and everything like that. Been going out of town a lot, booking hotels, talking to people, artists coming at me wanting to be part of the team, and I'm like, let me get this part straight before I bring you on, because I don't want to do any disservice to anybody and not be able to truly focus on them. So whole lot going on, and it's the growth, and I mean I love it. It's draining, but I love it to death.
Do you feel like your artists or the people signed to you or that you manage, do you think they really see your grind? Because you're expected to see their grind. Do you think they see your grind?
Oh, without a doubt. I'll get messages all the time. Slow down, man. Slow down. Because I'll be hitting them with, hey, I got this coming. I got this coming. I got this coming. I mean, I didn't even mention it. Last Friday I actually got the keys. I got my office space. So I got my office space and I'm already doing things from there. I'm setting up things in there and everywhere. So I mean, honestly, the challenge for them, besides their grind, is keeping up with me. Because like I say, my mind constantly goes. When I'm asleep, my mind's still going, and I believe I'm conscious with those thoughts, even though I'm asleep, because I just don't let it go. I mean, I might get 4 good hours of sleep and I'm rolling.
So how many other areas are you trying to touch? You said you got the singer, you got a rapper, you got the comedian. Like, how many different areas are you trying to touch, and how many can you touch and still be focused?
Well, right now, I mean, this is where the focus is at right now. We're with rap, trap rap. We got singers, got my wife and E-Vocal singing. We got the comedians, but at the same time, with that, I don't have to worry about just focusing myself. That's why I put together my team. So I got Skip G. Lawson. Hey, he handled my comedians. That's the OG. They get up under that wing right there, and he take them where they need to be. I give my input. They come to me so we can get things done and everything like that. With the music, I got Tito Gonzalez, Corona Corleone, DJ Surplus on there. So with the music, I got them right there. They on. I'm basically the face.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of work. I get a lot done, but I put together myself a team that I can actually make things work. And then I've got Felicia Lucas. She's going to be more on long lines with management. And then I've got Corona Corleone's father, Mr. James, who's in the background. He's going to be handling things for me too. So, I don't try to take it all on by myself, but I do have my hands in everything, so I know what's going on.
Which is dope, because we had Prince Ice on here, I think it was last week, and he talked about, for us in music and everything, growing up, we saw the Diddies, we saw the J Princes, like everybody in our group, our age, want to be them.
Right.
We want to be the person behind. We want to be the person that's counting the money without you see us counting the money. And now, like a lot of these people now just want to be up front. They want to be out front.
Right.
Of those type of people back then, and it could be somebody I didn't name. Who are you modeling after? I mean, it's still gonna be yours, but who's close to what you're doing, or you're close to what they did?
Yeah. Honestly, like I said, not even naming those people, man. And the man's about to have a show coming up talking about him now. He get to talk about his favorite performances and everything. Clyde Davis.
Clyde was a bad man. Clive had real singers. He had a real product he was pushing.
Exactly. And a lot of people don't realize how much he touched with that, And like I said, I look at Clyde Davis because, he was the head. He was the label on there. Like I said, Diddy and everybody, much respect to him and everything like that. But they got their label from another label. That's what a lot of people don't realize. Bad Boy was a label, but it parts of my. Death Row's a label, part of something else. Clive had it by itself on his own, and he provided some of those labels that are out there now. Besides, him, Barry Gordy, Quincy Jones, they kind of laid the groundwork and the footwork how to do this and make this work.
So do you see yourself having a group, a male or a female group, singing group?
A singing group, I haven't seen or heard any singing groups out there. Nobody's approached me. I haven't seen any. Been looking around, everything. Haven't. There is one. There is a group. These little young Thundercats, man. They performed at Tito's his album release party. They some beasts now. These two boys. They some beasts, and they like I said, their name slipping my mind. I know RFN. I can't say the full name right now, slipping my mind, but I'm actually looking at instant to maybe get Tito to bring them on and work with them, because that's the other thing I'm looking with Tito and Corona. The goal is to stay independent and make this money. The big labels out there, Sony, Arista, they look at you as numbers and money, and they don't give you the full treatment. So the goal is to stay independent and make this money. And I'll have 2 labels if I do it, the right way and I get it going. I'll have Fat Family Entertainment with Corona Corleone. I'll have Hood and Naughty Music Group with Tito Gonzalez. And the artist can come along and do that, and we still rocking independent. So we are looking for groups, but it's just a matter of you having that factor that you mesh, and we see you going somewhere with it. We don't want anybody just coming together and everybody do their thing. You got to mesh.
Well, that was my question behind it, because me and my brother have talked about this many times on and off cameras. Like, there's no real singing groups anymore. And you can form one. Like, they don't have to come in knowing each other or whatever. But if their voices match, like me and my partner on weekends, we sit back and we listen to it's a small group. It's a 4-man group. They had like 1 or 2 albums called Prophet Jones. If you ever heard of Prophet Jones,
yeah.
Bruh, them dudes was bad. They could sing anything. They just, I guess the business didn't work out. Like, I don't know the ins and outs. But as a group, like, we need that type of music back. And it's not back. Like, we had Mark
with that. All the different personalities, the dynamic within everything. That's the biggest thing. Because you got those groups out there that hit and blew up. Pretty Ricky, perfect example.
Never a fan, but yeah.
I mean, they blew up, man. They had a dope album. Then they had a second album and do much, and you really ain't hear nothing. You always hear them coming back together, but they can never come back together.
Well, everybody got greedy, I think.
Yeah.
But you know what? People, and this goes across anything. Like, people talk about Chicago Bulls, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Micah, the Jordan, the Kukoc, the Dennis Rodman, the Steve Kerrs, the Bill Paxtons, Dan Winnington. The point of that is everybody knew they role.
Yeah.
Like, Steve wasn't out there trying to post up nobody. Scotty knew he had to take, he had to spend his energy on defense. Like, you got Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman ain't want no points. I just want the boards. I think that's one thing that's lacking in when it comes to the entertainment business. We're dealing with more than just one person. It's like everybody want to play all positions. No, you play that one position, bro. You can't be greedy that 10 girls followed so-and-so to the hotel and you had 3. Your 3 could have been better than the other 10.
All day. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You got to know your role. And that's one of the biggest things, figuring out, first of all, who takes what role, and then helping them understand this is how we succeed and keep that going. Because like you said, as it goes, somebody's going to think they should go solo or do a solo project, thinking they're bigger than the group. And it happens. That's the sad thing about it. You got all these groups out here that was dope, great, could be still doing great music, but you had that 1 or 2 that, oh yeah, I'm big in the group, or I'm going to go solo. No intentions of coming back.
Well, what about, so in your case, what if you're the management company that put them on, and now they want to switch management companies? Like, you didn't do nothing wrong. It's just another management came and gave them a Wraith and a watch. Because that happens.
With that, in all honesty, like I tell my artists now, going over the contracts, there is an out clause in the contract with my management group. There is a fee to come on board. That lets us know how serious you really are about this, and how serious you are about your music and trying to get out there, or your comedy, whatever, trying to get out there. And that's non-refundable should you choose to leave. But there is an out clause should you feel that Best in the Soul System is not for you, or somebody, like I said, offered them that watch or whatever like that, and you want to go ahead and jump on board with that. You have the option to do that. There's a non-disclosure agreement out there. You can't go talking about solar system. You can't go taking solar system formula to where you go and everything like that. But you can go. Like I said, no hard feelings. Not going to talk bad about you. If we got anything out there that was supposed to get put out, you still want to put out, we still going to do it. We're going to honor our contractual agreement with you on there. It's not that we want everybody to leave. And that's why we create that family environment to make you want to stay. And I've had a couple of my team come to me talking about, hey, so-and-so approached me and telling me this, telling me that. And that's the funny thing, because Best in the Soul System don't talk about nobody, don't mess with nobody. We kind of doing what we do, but Best in the Solar System is in a lot of people's mouths right now. And all we doing is what we supposed to do, which takes me, thinking like Cat Williams. If ain't nobody hating on you, then you ain't doing it right.
I mean, y'all are all over. You promote well. Like, you guys always at my house doing something. Seems like two, 3 times a week. Y'all are pushing an event, or y'all are overtaking somebody else's event. I mean, and that's what you got to do. Sometimes you got to be a savage. You got to know when to turn savage mode on.
Right.
So, with that being said, is when you said you had to cut some people loose, right?
Yeah.
Was it all right, man, this shit ain't working? Or was it the business, hey, man, let's sit down and talk?
Like I said, more so not to name the people or anything, or the group or anything like that, but more so it was the fact that I'm a mover and a shaker. And I'm not going to stay stagnant. And if you start telling me things, and this is what you want, and this is what you want to do and everything, and we want to put you in this position to do that, I'm going to run with it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make it happen. You're not going to worry about Steve Cherokee and what is he bringing, because it's always in your face.
Yeah,
but then when you start to ask the right questions, you start to ask about, the legality of it, the legitness of it all and everything like that. And then you don't get the answers you want to get. And then there's other people in these conversations that they got to answer those questions to, where technically they're kind of embarrassed, or they don't look good. Then, oh, now you're not a fit, or, sorry, it's going to happen. So, that was like, so, I didn't let them go. They went on and let me go because I wasn't a fit and everything like that. So, which I like, hey, it is what it is. I mean, I was already having doubts anyway, and was thinking about cutting bait because it wasn't going the way I thought it was going to go, the way it was presented and everything like that. But they saved me the trouble. And I've actually fallen into bigger and better things.
Yeah, I don't think people realize that when just because you say no or a door closed, when that door closed, there's another one opening. Like there's another one opening, and it could be a small door that opens up to something big. Like on our journey through this, we've had instances where it wasn't love; it was you just looking outside and you're not seeing the same support as what you give others.
Right.
And then it's like you have an opportunity to open a door for us and you choose not to. But it don't hurt our feelings, because first of all, the same way we talk on this, we talk off camera. We talk every weekend. These same drinks we drink while doing this shit, we're gonna have later. The same whatever we're talking, like we're not this is not us being fake. And I think that's the thing. People quick to think you're fake or you're not who you are. Like you say, if you don't go along with what they say. But it's not that. That door ain't opening wide enough for me to put my all in. Exactly. So why do it when I got everything else going on?
Right. And that's the thing. I'm like, I'm already established with what I'm doing right now, and I'm being brought on. And hey, you know what? I'm still doing me over here, but I'm over here with you and I'm pushing. And then, it didn't work out. Like I said, wish them the best. Hopefully everything works out. I don't see how I wasn't a fit. because I was thinking somebody like me is somebody you want on your team because they're going to push and push and try to make these things happen. I mean, you can always tell me, hey, we got to slow down and pull back. I got no problem. Pull me back. We need to pull back. But same time, for the things you want to do, the way I go about it, honestly, I feel that's how you have to do it. Like you said, you got to be savage about it. You don't go out there, you don't make enemies. You don't go out there pissing nobody off and everything like that. But you do got to be a savage. And you go for yours. And if that means you got to cut it in front of somebody, you go ahead and cut it in front of them. If they've been in this business or they in this business, they know long enough. If their opportunity would have came, they could have cut in front of me. They would have cut in front of me.
But you know that's what once again our what we're doing it coincides with each other a little bit,
right?
But we do that, like we see what others are doing, and we try to be different. And I can see the love not being reciprocated by just if I watch your shit or share your shit or whatever, I can see the love not being reciprocated, and it ain't nothing like that. I've shared tons of you and your wife's stuff, not every exact thing, but I've done tons of stuff without any second guessing. It's just shit. They doing something, they motivate me. That's shit. But you got people that don't do that. You got people that they want the limelight, but they can't get the limelight, so they don't want everybody else in the limelight. Like the people you dropped off, they're probably gonna be in a further space in the back than they would if they just would have stayed with you. And sometimes just a conversation. What do you really want? What do you really need? Where are you trying to go? And how much of it is my fault and how much of it is your fault? Because I can't promote something if it sounds like trash. I can't promote something if you only got it halfway done. I can't promote something if you don't have enough time to promote something.
Right. And that's exactly what it is. You know, like I said, you mentioned the love out there, people not reciprocating the love. And I say it all the time. It don't cost you nothing to share. You know, people actually act like they are investing something in sharing something you put out there. And I'm like, all you did was scroll on your phone or on your computer and hit like and share on a website that you was already on. Took an extra 2-3 seconds out of your time before you scrolled on to the next thing. I don't get what's so hard about doing that. And that's why it's hard to do what we do, because we out here, we putting in the work. We got quality. You know, we won't say we the best, even though my management comes called best in the solar system. You know, we're not bragging that we are the best, but we know we're going to put out a good product. We know we're going to do what we got to do. But, you know, it's like, it's hard because when you don't have people to get it. And the crazy thing about it is some of your best supporters aren't even in your state. They're not even in your city. A lot of times it's not even your own family.
It ain't. But you know what? I honestly, and me and my brother me and somebody talked about this. I never physically went to one of my partners and say, watch this. Now, we've been talking about it and it drew up a conversation and we might throw a clip on, but I never went to not one of my partners and be like, watch this. Because I feel like if they want to watch it, they'll watch it. And there's two reasons behind that. Because they know I'm so real that they're not going to see nothing crazy that they haven't already seen. and two is just like, I don't want to force on nobody because this is my journey.
Right.
And I know them. Like if I didn't know them and I had this conversation, I'll be pushing it like how you push. Like I'd be like, hey, watch this. You know, I need feedback at least 24 hours after you watch it. Like I'm not gonna say that. And I think that's where it's misconstrued about our numbers between that and the Autobots. You know, you see people put out trash music and they got 300,000 views on YouTube, and you got quality music and you got 30,000.
Yeah.
Like that's not fair, but that's the way the entertainment business is.
At the same time, with technology today, you said Autobots, I'm thinking that right there because a lot of that not even organic. Once they stop paying for that, they're gonna drop down to the 30,000 or even less than what you really got with your organic views on there. And that's the funny thing, because a lot of people now, when they start this and they look at this music business and everything, they start looking at how many followers do you have.
Yeah.
how many TikTok, how many Facebook, how many Instagram, but there's no way to know if they're real.
There's no way to know.
So I can go get me an artist like, oh man, they got 40,000 followers on Instagram, thinking I got somebody I'm about to blow up with it, and nothing happens because out of that 40,000, maybe 1,000 of them was real.
Yeah, because shit, 1,000 of them selling crypto in there. You know, they got them crypto
Yeah.
things, crypto bots in there.
Oh yeah, and that's what I've been sitting there looking at it. I'm like, that's why I don't put a lot of stock in the followers.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to see people have a lot of followers, and if they're true followers, that's great. But you honestly don't know unless that person tells you straight up top, yeah, I pay for this, I pay for that. You know, you don't know if they're real followers, so you don't know what you get into. So I don't put that much stock in followers. I do look at it, but I don't put stock in it. If I got somebody got 1,000 followers, they got dope music, it's my job to promote them and get those additional followers that I feel they should have.
Yeah. It's just weird that it goes back to the music, it goes back to Hollywood. Like, fake it till you make it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad for the people that are out here like us. We're grinding, or we don't have 50 G's just to throw at somebody to make all these bot reactions happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just hard, but it's fulfilling talking to you, talking to other people that's going through the grind with us at the same time, and seeing their achievements as much as, you know, the negative feedback they get or stuff didn't work out. It's the achievements. Like I've seen before you was on here the first time, you were saying, yeah, we got a couple shows. We got this, and this. Now, in these last couple of months, it's like every Thursday at my house, or y'all got an event here. Y'all got this going on. Somebody just released a music video.
Right.
Somebody's doing a fashion show. You know, you got constant. So I look at that as motivation for us as, you know, I see they're not, I ain't gonna say cheating. They're doing it the way that we're doing it.
Right.
So I have nothing but respect for y'all boys.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that, man. I mean, like I said, we grinding, we making it do what it do. But you said something that really pulled at my heart because I had an artist told this, and that's fake it till you make it.
Well,
there is a dope artist right now. I'm not going to say his name. Clean, don't talk about females, don't down females, anything like that. Told people don't want to hear your struggle and all like that. You need to do like these other rappers out here. They ain't got all these money in this car and everything like that, but they acting like they got it, fake until they make it. I'm like, so you're going to take a great artist who's got good music and has a following and turn him into something he's not, just because you think that the Gucci Man and, you know, the doggone, you know, all these other rappers formula is for him. We all know when we watch that video that Bugatti don't belong to them. We know all that money they flash in the video ain't theirs. When you see them, that's why a lot of them, especially if they still independent or they just get started, that's why they still stay in their hood. Because they ain't got that money. I'd rather have a true rapper stay true to himself. And if somebody come to me, anything, artist, anything, and I tell them, hey, maybe this, they're like, nah, that's not me. And they got the integrity and they stand behind what they want to do. I'd rather have that all day than somebody just conform to everything I say. Because I don't know it all. I don't know you. I don't know your music. I didn't make your music. It wasn't my heart and soul that went into that. And you can't do nothing but respect, especially with the music out today. You can't do nothing but respect somebody that come out there and love the ladies, respect the ladies. You don't hear them called bitches. You don't hear them called hoes. You know, you don't talk about them. You can't do nothing but love that and respect that. And that's what we need now. We need those artists back. Just like last time I was on here, I was talking about Panessa and the singers. We need the real singers back.
Need them back. We need them back. Marcus Allen was on here out of Charleston. I don't know if you heard of Marcus Allen. Marcus Allen has that soulful early 2000s voice. Like he can bring it back. But we need like him and 18 other mother that only got one album in them to bring it back. Like we need a force to bring him back. And the only way to get a force to bring them back is the network. Because if they're
Right.
all thinking they're doing it on their own, it ain't gonna work. Like we need it where somebody's joining them together and be like, hey, all right, you just did this one. I need you to do 2 more songs with these 3 other people.
Right.
We need some hits to come out, and especially coming out of South Carolina. Like we need these hits. We got the talent here.
Oh yeah.
But the network ain't right. The grass is always green on the other side type shit you be talking about. Or you got somebody that can sing, but they ain't got the equipment, or vice versa. People got the equipment, but they ain't got no real singers. So it's like, that's what me and my brother were like. I've always been a networker. And I just feel like this platform we're doing, we're networking. We're networking for your physical. We're networking for your spiritual. We're networking for your mental, your financial, your relationships. Like everything we do, we're not getting nothing out of it, but this is who we are.
Right.
So that's why we find that ours as raw as it can be, because somebody asked me about our show, and I said, we don't call them interviews, we call them conversations. Because if the guests want to go to Westfield, if they want to go way out there, all right, we're gonna go there. We're not gonna ring it back to fit a mold like a lot of podcasts do. We don't care about that, because the guest feels comfortable doing that. 9 times out of 10, the followers he brought to watch this understand where he's going. So that's just that's gaining us more help. And the people that know us are like, shit, them boys don't care. They just want to have a good time. And now we got at least 1 new follower.
Yeah.
Just because
and that's the best way to be about it, man. That's the best way to be about it. And that's the thing now with this cancel culture and trying to portray these images and everything that we really aren't. Everybody's stuck on that. And then like I said, at the end of the day, even right now, as independent artists, and just say you in Colombia and you're the biggest thing in Colombia right now, you are a celebrity.
Yeah.
And you are influencing these young kids out here. And if this is what you show them, this is what you got to do to be somebody, it's crazy. Like I said, I'll take that one artist I was talking about all day and put him out there and dare other artists to come out and beat him in a versus battle.
I mean, that'd be dope. Matter of fact, what they should do, they should start doing these little local versus battles. Just
you got a couple places that do it, but it's mostly the rap.
Yeah, don't worry about that. We try to do everything. They can do versus karaoke. They got other ways they can do it. I feel like what you're trying to do and what we're trying to do has a similar path. It doesn't have a similar ending. It just has a similar path. And we network and network and network. And our best network is our crowd participation. We love crowd participation because that's what keeps it raw. That's what keeps it fresh, is the comments in the section. And we take that, we feed into it for the remainder of that show and the next shows. A lot of podcasts don't do that. Yeah. So how do you feel when another management group or another singer outside of your camp critiques people in your camp?
Honestly, I personally don't care. Some of it's good feedback, some of it's negative feedback. Like I say, you ain't got nobody to hate on. Feel free to hate on me. And like I say, if you want to hate on my artists, obviously they doing something right, or they're a threat to what you're doing on there. Because everybody's got a talent. Now I can see, like I said, if you put out trash, you put out trash, and it won't be just those other artists talking about it. It's going to be pretty much everybody. You put out some trash on there. But I've had other management groups try to talk to a few of my people, everything, but they come back to me. I would like to say 100% of the time, but I can't say that for sure. But I do know they've come to me quite a few times. Hey, so-and-so said something to me, or so-and-so came to me trying to get me to come to them and everything like that. And then Best in the Soul System comes out of their mouth and start talking about Best in the Soul System. I'm like, again, I don't mess with nobody's. I stick with my core group. If somebody comes to me saying they want to get down, or if somebody's been referred to me, I talk to them. Even with Hilo Art, like we talked about Hilo Art earlier, he's referred artists to me because they come to him for management, and he's referred them to me. And he'll tell me, "Hey, bro, hey, I just sent so and so your information. What I told him to get with you, man, because they looking for management." Or he'll just tell me they're looking for management. You can find them here. Even people that's worked with him for years, because he's only interested in managing his son right now, which is great. He's focusing on that, and that's what he wants to do. Everybody can choose their path, but he also looks like he trusts me enough and believes in me enough to send them my way on there. So some of the relationships are good, some of them are bad. There's going to be artists out there that talk about you regardless because they think they're the best. If it's genuine thinking they're the best, I got no problem with it. But if it's just actual hate because you're doing something and they not getting the love because of that, I ain't worried about you. You need to step your game up.
We've been getting a little bit of love from like a guest to come on, and we always tell people all the time, you know anybody, turn the house. And at first I used to say it, and I got tired of saying it because nothing would act. But these last couple of guests we've had, they've been acting on it like, hey, hit this person up, hit this person. And I understand.
Yeah.
Whatever happened. It's not no guarantee, but I will reach out to make conversation. And it's brought us all types of. We were booked in February for March.
Right.
Now we're booked. We got people trying to get on, and we're actually booked until June.
Yeah, I'm about to say because we booked back in the beginning of March.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm still getting people coming in. And at one point, it was asked like, "What type of show is it? Are y'all just doing music?" I think we were in music real heavy at one point. But I say this: I book to who answers.
Right.
I'm not chasing nobody. I give you like I seen you the invite, and we open up conversation. And if it dies down or whatever, I'm booking somebody. If I tell you we got this date done, and I've already told somebody else, whoever says they want that date is getting that date. Yeah, that's their date. So just like you said you said what's the date, and I think I told you what 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
But when you said you want that date, that's your date. So people that came back behind was like, "What about this date?" I was like, "No, we booked." Like I had somebody today. I had like 3 people today. I said, "Well, let's just look at June." Like we're just some authentic dudes, and everybody says all the time, like, "Dude, I love the show." I got a partner that he calls me like, "Bro, you had me cracking up on this or cracking up on that." Or I had another partner saying, "Hey, y'all should try to do this." Another partner, y'all should try to do this. All constructive criticism, but that's what pushed us to be. Steve, you are actually episode 99.
That's what's up. I ain't 100, so I don't get no lottery or nothing.
You are episode 99, but I'm in a Facebook group on podcasting.
Right.
And they asked, and I said, "Yeah, me and my brother, we do 2 shows a week, an hour long, plus we're guests on hosts throughout the time." They were like, "How the hell you stick to that?" Because we started with my cousin, his people, let's talk under the tree. He said, "Be consistent. Get your name out there. Be consistent." And that's just all I thought was being consistent. And I see that's all you do is you be consistent. You're always getting the names out. Even if they don't put no music out there, you make sure their name gets out there for that day.
Right.
And I think that's real dope of you to do that.
And I try to do that. And that's just like with y'all, when y'all put it out there, y'all advertise who's gonna come on there. Like I said, like you mentioned, like people thought, when y'all was in the music real heavy, that just happened to be, like you said, what answer. Because I remember when I first heard about you, Skip G referred me and said, reach out. Yeah. And I went on reach out. But the first show I actually saw was when you had the credit repair.
Yeah.
That was the first show I saw. And I've actually went back and watched that a couple more times because I'm trying to fix some things.
Well, let me know. That's my man, old lady. Yeah.
Yeah. I put it back up, man. Like, wait a minute, I remember them saying something. You put it right back up on there. But that was the first show I watched. Like I was like, these brothers do some of everything. And y'all do. It's like they just gotta pay attention. Y'all talk to some of everybody. As long as you're doing something positive, I think y'all trying to get them on the show.
Dude, we had Pure Romance. We had Bike Life with Carletta. We had a horse trainer, which was one of the dopest episodes. I was watching the TV show Yellowstone. Everything he told me on that happened in the TV show with Kevin Costner. Like that shit was dope. We've had random comedians. We did one on it's the skin thing. I had two cousins. I can't think of the name of it. But we branch out. We talk about anything. We try to have a lot of people that we know to make the conversation easier. People, my brother's listening now. A weapons expert. We had two weapons experts. Had a mental health person. We had lupus. Like we're not on here with no agenda. We're on here with something to say, to promote and help connect somebody else. Because maybe you had a cousin that had lupus, or maybe you want security, and this guy's a weapons expert. Like that's our whole thing. We want to connect people. So with that being said, which is crazy because the hour's about up, we're gonna do a time capsule.
All right.
Time capsule will be. It's hard to do R. Kelly shit because people are so divided about R. Kelly. R. Kelly is just like.
I mean, at the end of the day, the man put out good music. You can't take that away from him.
I tell him, it's R. Kelly and it's Robert Kelly. It's R. Kelly and it's Robert Kelly.
Or whatever his number is right now.
yeah, whatever his number is right now. So we'll do a time capsule of. Give me five songs that make you lose your mind. Like you sitting by yourself, lose your mind. You sitting on a balcony, lose your mind. You drive and lose your mind. Yeah. Any genre, any whatever.
I'm a cheat real quick, and I gotta throw the wife in there. Song video coming soon, hopefully within the next couple of weeks. She's got a song on her album, I Can Only Be Me. And when I hear it, it takes me there too. I mean, and I heard it when she first started writing it. It wasn't even recorded yet. I still go there with it. And like I said, I'm gonna put people out there. The Crunk Therapist. Don't know if you know him or not. He's an artist that's with Tito Gonzalez. He has a song called with Tito Gonzalez called Donald Max. He's got that raw, gruff voice, like a DMX and Ja Rule when he first came out type voice. But take you back, like remember Lil Jon? When you hear Lil Jon song, you got to do something. That's how Crunk Therapist is. So he's got a song with Tito called Donald Max. But I want people to feel that, because when he come on, it's just like, man. The whole vibe of the song change. Then I'm gonna go to my idol and Prince. If I hear Lady Cab driving, I'm going in. And I mean I'll play it back to back if you let me. That's 3. Let's see here. Believe it or not, Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody. Because I am very eclectic when it comes to my music. Started playing instruments. Again, you military brat like me, I mean, first grade, there was a recorder put in my hand. And it went from there. Now, I can't do them all like the genius or anything, but I can dabble in at least 11 instruments on there. So my palette is, like just all over the place.
The boy said palette, boy. They don't know about that palette.
And then there is a dang. I just listen to it all the time. It's a song by Jessie J. Because I deal with depression and PTSD, being in the military myself.
We're gonna do an episode on that. We got to bring you back on that one.
Yeah, I deal with it. I don't hide it. I tell people, and I can go off in a minute if you do things certain way, anything. But I know I can feel it and everything like that. But there's a song by Jessie J, dope artist. A lot of people don't know she's actually from Britain. A lot of people don't realize they're listening to her. Because they was all on Katy Perry and everything. She give Katy Perry a run for her money any day. Yeah, those are the songs that actually I just go crazy over, or I just know if I'm a certain way, put them on, and I'll be all right.
Yeah, I got Simply Beautiful, Al Green.
Okay.
But it's the one where he's on YouTube. He's playing the guitar, and that's it. Just him and the guitar. One of these mornings, it's Patti LaBelle and Moby, white dude Moby.
Yeah, Moby is dope. Moby is dope. People sleep on Moby.
Yeah, it's called one of these mornings. Just because my cuz posted it, and there's been nights I had that shit on replay. Prince called my name. That Prince called my name so cold blooded. That shit is cold blooded. I done sat here one night with a bottle of liquor, lights off, TV off. My little girl, she curled up next to me, but she sleeps. She throwing down some milk every time I throw down the shot. But man, that call my name is serious. Depending on where you at and how you feeling, that R. Kelly, I Can't Sleep.
Okay.
Singing in the snow.
Yeah,
that one. This dude named October London. He was supposed to be signed under Snoop. I think he's still signed under Snoop. It's called something Black. He basically talking about the day in the life of a black man every day. I can't remember the name of it.
Okay.
But he also did a version of Tennessee Whiskey, but his name is October London, and he's supposed to be signed under Snoop. My last one, like my brother say, man, if I'm by myself driving, sitting, Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror.
Okay.
Yeah, Man in the Mirror just make you think about some shit. Yeah. All right. So we got through Time Capsule, so you already know what it is. Yes. It's last call.
Yes, sir.
So we had the bar.
That song by Jessie J, because some people might want to listen to it. It's a beautiful song and it can help. It's called Who You Are. Again, it's Jessie J, and the name of the song is called Who You Are. It is a deep song. I think it can help a lot of people.
All right. So this final call, you can say what you want, say what you don't want. You can curse somebody out. I don't care. I just want the real you. It don't matter what it is. I just want the real you. So if it's somebody you want to talk shit to for the longest, say it. Somebody you want to praise, say it. This is just the real you, because we don't angle no conversations, no episode. Just be you.
All right. Well, before I talk, I'm gonna do this right here. As Best in the Soul System Management Group, baby. Like I said, we do like this. And this is for all those haters out there that got Best in the Soul System Management Group in their mouth. That's merchandise. That's a sticker. That's Rich Chamberlain. That's a sticker. We got this. That's the wife, Panessa Young. That's Jay Lennox. That's Corona Corleone with Fat Family Entertainment. That's DJ Surplus, #1 DJ in the solar system. Again, we got more P Young merchandise, keychains, and more stickers. Yo, for all you haters out there that got Best in the Soul System in your mouth, or you didn't think Cherokee was a fit for you, I ain't worried about you. I'm still going to do me. No hard feelings. And hopefully you don't have none back when not only do I pass you, but keep going where you never catch me. But that's what it's all about, growth and progression. And some of that growth and progression involves failures, involves dropping people, involves being dropped. It's all good. What you do is you take those lessons, you grow, you move, you evolve. Regulate everything, keep everything stable in your circle, make sure your team is tight. And if they're not, kick them out and just make that circle smaller. In the meantime, y'all keep making all these fake promises and fake deals and all this stuff out there and saying all these things. It's all good. Because when it comes down to it, the truth is gonna come out, and you can't hide from the solar system because we everywhere.
That's it.
That's it.
All right. My last call is I always scream network. So network. I just ain't gonna scream it. We are who we are for a reason. We can't be nobody else.
Yeah.
So we gonna keep being who we are. Had a comment by somebody one time talking about our numbers don't look like it should look. It is what it is. We gonna keep doing this because this is who we are. But I just know that every guest that's been on our show has either came back, asked to come back, waiting to come back, or that's it.
Yeah, or they're sending the names for them to come to you.
Hey, it is what it is. It's not gonna be our model is not gonna be like everybody else's. Our models are ours to fit us because when you see us on the other side of the computer in person, we're gonna conduct ourselves the same. We can have the
Right.
same conversations. And matter of fact, we might actually invite you on the show. And we invite you. I don't want to hear no excuses saying I can't talk in front of people because you had enough sense to type in front of people or say
Right.
stuff in front of other people about us.
Right.
Um, we're not in here for the negativity. We're in here for the uplift.
Right.
We're up here for learning. We're up here for networking. So be blessed. Continue to be blessed. You will be blessed.
Same to you.
Just don't count the other stuff that you do as blessings when you hating on somebody else.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. There's no reason to hate. There's room for everybody out here. Let everybody find their niche and do what they need to do. Like I said, as long as they ain't doing bad business and doing things to you, don't worry about it. Business is business. Business affect other businesses. That's just part of it, how it is. McDonald's still going when Burger King came.
Yep. All right, do one favor for me, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Turn that Panessa up right now that you got playing. And
Let's
Jay,
get
hold
it.
it for a couple of seconds and close it.
Well, actually, that's not Panessa, but that's my artist. He's another singer, E Vocal. He's in Charlotte, North Carolina.
All right. Oh, make sure y'all like, share, subscribe on our YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok. Fuck with us. Fuck with us. Because we got some changes coming. Just fuck with us. Like, share, subscribe on YouTube.